And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Right off the bat, a chunk play into enemy territory.
And I don't care how you plan for it. I don't care what you see on tape where you think you can get that type of a play. That's still a great rush and a little bit of a surprise to break off a run like that this early in the game.
Stroud sets up the play action. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Stroud. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kevin Winston. And the Titans will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Tackle made by Foley Fatukasi, the former UConn Husky.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete. George Pickens, the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. Hey, look at the defense for these Texans. They've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem, when they go up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your averages.
On 4th down, the former All-Pro Johnny Hekker on to punt for Tennessee. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
Well, that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football. Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut them down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Here's Stroud. They'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. The Texans are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to a good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try to get right?
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 92 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Play action. Stroud now. Caught left side. Here's Dell. Looks like he stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And Stroud now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Stroud. It's caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Fairbairn on for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
He'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to throw. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern, because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be on to the races.
And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete to DK. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 35.
I would say just add that one to the total of big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Ready?
Back to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth.
19, 18, Warriors 70.
Again, he'll drop the throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Tony.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready? 18.
A handoff, running left, Mixon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
18.
Stroud working out of the gun. Flushed out right. To the right side and caught by Dell. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Houston. Tate Dell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
He went all the way into the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On first down, he'll drop to throw. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Brings up second and 2 at the Texans' 45-yard line.
Second and 2. They'll roll him out right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through the entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Swinging this out for Pollard. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tony Pollard from 21 yards away. And the Titans have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Yeah, really, I should probably start a hit, boy, because I got other hits, boy. All that Drake, you got to chill.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now a 2nd and 10. Stroud to throw it. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And 3rd and 1 now.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
For the Texans.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it'll be Titan football.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready, set.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They'll look to throw here on first down. Throw to the right, caught by Cockrell. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 more on that one and another first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
An 8-yard gain brings up second down at the 36-yard line.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he stopped immediately there. And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
2nd and 9 now. Pass incomplete. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They'll drop to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 7.
The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
19 Tiger.
Back to throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Calvin Ridley from 10 yards out. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Stroud out of the gun here. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. Second and 5. That is caught by Dell. Now the Texans have burned the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Stroud looking to throw. That's complete to Dell. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up second down.
Look at hot. Here we go.
Here goes Stroud again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
18.
Throwing now is Stroud. Got a man. It's Collins complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's Stroud. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And the Titans first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in. He's just got to throw this one away.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's got this to Pickens. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 30. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hanson. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against him because you're running away from people on him.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that make it 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Back to throw again. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Here's Pollard again. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Check pass, check pass. 60.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Again to Calvin Ridley, and he's got it once more. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Come on.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. On the draw, it's Pollard. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it.
Touchdown! Ncaa26 from 6 yards away. And the Titans have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Slide for the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston, all even as we get ready to start the 4th. Now 2nd and 5.
Over. 18. What's that?
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here we go. Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards.
Talk about a momentum shifter right there. Tie game, 4th quarter. These are the plays that win you games. And now defensively, the question becomes, how do you respond?
Here we go.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. He'll complete this one to Collins. And the Texans are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
How? That's right. Hot. 18. That's right. Hey, uno more.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Another one caught by Collins. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeout. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
All right. 18. What's that? One more push.
Chubb will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. He got halfway home there, down to the 1, but a good job of keeping him out of the end zone.
Exactly. Halfway home isn't all the way home, right? So they feel pretty good about keeping him out on that play.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal.
18. South. Why Tony?
Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz from 6 yards away. And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.